Hello, and welcome to the feature. I am your host with the most, Cliff Jackson the third, or CJ3. I am he. Man, I'm so elated, so excited for you guys being here tonight because if you're catching this thing live or you're watching this thing on the replay, you don't want to miss tonight's show. I'm telling you what's going down tonight. I'm talking and chopping it up with none other than my friend, my homeboy, two-time boxing champion of the world, pro boxer, boxer promoter, boxing trainer, realtor, movie director, actor, author, YAHYA MCCLAIN. Can't wait to get into this conversation. Also known as the ex-husband of Laila Ali, son-in-law of the great Muhammad Ali. Listen, we finna get into it tonight, Doc. So I hope you guys are ready. Please get ready with me. Tonight is going down. I'm so excited, so elated. I can't wait for all the stuff that's about to transpire, man. It's about to happen for us tonight. It's about to go down. So at the end of the day, I just hope everybody is ready. Like none other, I'm hoping everybody is ready. So, if nothing else, he already calling. Hold on. Yeah. Yo, I gotta call you.
Oh, okay. Well, you said 9 o'clock, brother. I was just making sure.
I got you, my friend. Between 9 and a few minutes. I'm gonna hit you up in a few seconds.
All right.
All right, bet. My man ready to talk it up. We finna get this thing popping. I don't want to keep y'all waiting. So let's go ahead and get this thing into all my features, what's happening, how we doing. I'm so happy you guys are here. Man, it's so good. Listen, I can't wait. Like, as y'all already can see, the show was practically already started. Y'all calling, we already ready to kick this thing off. So, man, let's not wait no more, no further ado. Let's get my boy going, man, to get this thing rolling. But before I do, I gotta pay homage to my folks, man, because, hey, all my first timers, if this your first time checking out the show, welcome to the feature. This is where we get intimate and become exclusive with all of our topics and our guests on the show. So we can't wait, man. It's about to go in, man. So before we get into it with y'all, let me do this part right here. I gotta let you know, if you want to be on the show, please email me at thefeature.cj3@gmail.com or contact me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Go follow us and like us at The Feature with CJ3. I'm on every single night, Monday through Friday, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Go subscribe now on those YouTube, Twitch, and on the Facebook channels, man. Go subscribe right now. Also, go listen and download on all major outlets and podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And donate and support. Please send your donations to our Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal, paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or Anchor at anchor.fm/The Feature with CJ3. Also, go download and watch the replays of our past Feature Fridays guests. There's a nugget of love in each conversation. If you want to be sponsored, if you want to advertise, if you want to be featured on the show, send us your Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports, where you get heard, get promoted, and get on. Tonight's show is brought to you by Right Touch Sports and Entertainment under the umbrella of Right Touch Sports Agency, Right Touch Entertainment, Right Touch Management, Right Touch Music Group, and Right Touch Productions. Tonight's sponsor also is the Grammy Award-winning production and recording label 12th and Collins Entertainment, also alongside with multi-platinum and Grammy Award-winning music producers Lamb Liddy and Big D. And the show is also sponsored by Perfect Touch Massage, distance socially, massage locally with certified massage therapist Tasha Cole. Contact her and arrange your appointment today at 850-354-8533. Man, without further ado, let me call my dog Yah right now so we can get this thing here crack lacking. Cause my dog ready to talk. He ready to get it in. Let's get it in. No hesitating. No, none of that stuff. It's going down tonight.
Hello.
Yah,
Yes, sir.
we're good, big dog.
Man, you got it, brother.
Man, I'm trying to do the best I can with what I got, fam. Man, you got it, man. How's everything going with you?
Man, everything is outstanding, brother.
Good, man. Man, I appreciate
you know, staying out the way, trying to slip and slide from that COVID.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy, you got to slip and slide out that COVID, man. Man, I appreciate your urgency in calling and getting to the show, bro, because I'm ready to get this thing popping just like you.
Hey, man, you know, I'm a Marine, brother, so once a Marine, always Marine.
And absolutely. So when that time is
you on time, you late. You got 15 minutes early if you just on time.
I got you. I understand. So when we here, man, welcome to the show. Welcome everybody to the show, man. Talking to my main man, YAHYA MCCLAIN. For those who don't know this gentleman, man, this brother here has done it all, is still doing it, man. And bruh, I'm blessed and fortunate to know you in the ways and the capacities that I do. So this is an honor for you to even just be on my show, man. It's an honor to even have you, dog. So I graciously appreciate you, man, for even saying that you would do this.
Hey, man, look, I appreciate it, and it's the same honor for you to even want me on your show, brother.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Absolutely, dog. Because, you know, you got a hell of a story. Not too many people know your story, or if they do know your story, they know it in, you know, the other ways or other areas. But, bruh, I just want to pay some homage to you tonight, man. You know, I feel like my show is the place where legends live and legends never die. And you're definitely a legendary person, man. At the same time, you're somebody of value that I see and I have value in, and apparently you see value in me in some way, form, or fashion, which I graciously appreciate. Man, I just appreciate you allowing me to tell your story. Ain't nobody can tell it better than you. But it's just a three-way conversation with me and you, how we rap a taste, man, with the whole world listening, doc. And like I said earlier, man, I just appreciate you doing this, man, for real.
Sure, let's do it.
Let's rock, man. So, originally, let's get it out the way. Where are you from?
From Jamaica, Queens, New York.
Queens, stand up. Okay.
South Jamaica, what?
Okay, you already know what time it is. South Jamaica, Queens, stand up. So that's where you're originally from, but that's not necessarily where you grew up and all that good stuff.
Well, I ain't gonna say that. I moved from New York when I was either 13 or 14.
Okay.
By then I had started boxing. I've been in a billion street fights and seen shootouts and bullets have flown over my head already, so I already knew it was.
Oh, absolutely, man. So tell me about the family makeup. Like, what was mom, dad, sister, and brothers like? Tell me what that whole ordeal was like.
My mom's raised 3 boys by herself.
Wow.
Because my pops got killed when my mom was pregnant with my little brother.
Wow. Started to hear that.
Yeah. And my pops is very well known in them streets of New York. It's a mixtape that's floating around in New York, and they're talking about, yo, Queens is soft, son. Queens is soft. And it's like, nah, people like Big John McClain made Queens hard, kid. What you talking about? Queens ain't soft. They was talking about my pop, John McClain, Big Johnny McClain.
Wow.
So he was notorious in the streets, man. You know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. You know, that's what it was, man. So he was taken from here, so I never really got to, you know, to know him, or I just know him through pictures and the stories that everybody tell me.
Wow.
And so, you know, my mom's, she raised us, you know, my mom's is the OG, man, you know, and that's what it was, you know, and then she wanted a better life for us, so she moved to Vegas. And who knew once we hit Vegas, we was going to be fighting even more.
Absolutely, dog. Absolutely. Because you definitely started fighting, but once you got to Vegas. Now, when you got to Vegas, that's pretty.
On the West Coast, they play a lot of mama jokes on the West Coast.
Yeah, no, boy. Them your mama jokes? Oh, no, that set it off easy. Any day of the week.
Yeah, man. Finally, I got suspended enough times. I was like, you know what? All right, let me start doing this too. So now I got your mama jokes.
Exactly.
I still go with the best of them with the mama jokes.
Oh man, all day long, dog. Hey, but I understand about the wise cracks with the mama jokes, boy. Trust me, I used to be one of them knuckleheads too that was always quick to talk about your mama jokes quick. So I already know where you're coming from with that, boy. For real. So you was in Las Vegas, like, so you went to high school and everything in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what high school did you go to in Vegas? El Dorado.
High School is where I graduated from.
Okay.
I went to Valley High School first.
Okay.
We moved to the other side of town, and I went to El Dorado.
Okay.
Now, the funny part is I graduated in the summer after 12th grade.
Okay.
Because I refused to study world history. I didn't want to know their history. So I never would study it, and I failed it every year, and I didn't care until I couldn't graduate.
Wow.
So that summer I had passed the world history class, and I took that class at Valley High School. But my diploma said
El Dorado. That's crazy. So you went to two high schools, representing two high schools, but you finished officially at one. I got you. I got you, El Dorado. So I get it. There it is. So you're a Sun Devil.
Yes, sir.
Up out of El Dorado, man. So tell me about the high school experience. Did you play any sports there or anything like that?
And so I started boxing at 10 years old.
Wow.
When I was in New York. I started boxing in New York with Howard Davis. Howard Davis Jr., his father was my trainer.
Wow.
The 76 Olympic gold medal winner.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was my trainer. And so I started boxing in New York. And when I got to Vegas, I tried out for the basketball team. And to this day, I still feel like they was like, nah, we ain't letting him in, kid. We ain't letting him in. That's how I feel it was until I got cut. And then 10th grade, I got cut. Every time I got cut, I went back to the boxing gym.
Okay.
And then I made the baseball team. I was the first baseman. They called me Stretch.
Okay.
But everybody else on the baseball team was white. It was all white. They all wore cowboy boots and tobacco in their mouth. And I just didn't feel comfortable. I just couldn't do it. So I went back to the boxing gym.
Right.
So I never played team sports, man.
Wow. Wow. So you've just been on the individual path to greatness ever since.
Yes, sir.
Wow, bro. That's crazy, man. That's wildly impressive too at the same time. So after high school, you graduate El Dorado, everything gets situated. What was next? What happened after high school?
Well, I went to the Marine Corps.
Okay.
First, I went to UNLV.
Okay.
I was going to UNLV, and then I had a boxing contract from a promoter. So I was told I had a contract, and then I didn't like school anyway.
Right.
I quit in time to get a full refund.
Wow.
Then when I got the contract that this promoter promised me, it was nothing like what was said to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, get that, man. So I was basically just sitting at the crib every day doing nothing. And that has never been me. One day I woke up and I heard the commercial, the few, the proud, the Marine.
Oh, man.
And I got up and got in my car. I ain't say nothing to nobody in my house. Drove down there on a Monday and enlisted. On Tuesday, I was off to get my physical. On Thursday, 1985, Thanksgiving night, I went to boot camp.
Wow. Wow, boy, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. And I didn't know nothing about the military. I didn't know nothing about nothing. I was like, man, what am I doing?
Dang, yeah. So, how long you served in the military?
18 months.
But you served, bruh.
And I got a medical discharge.
Oh, wow. So you didn't have any? Did you do any tours there or anything?
Nah.
Okay. Okay.
We went on one. We went, but it was during the peacetime. We went on I forgot the name of the ship. We went on the Navy ship.
Mm-hmm.
To Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Went on the Navy ship to Germany to prepare the ship for tanks because I was a tanker. So we went over there to prepare some new tanks for war in case of war.
Right.
And man, I went to the brig over there, man. I got in the fight on the ship.
Yeah.
I was in the brig on the ship, man. We docked in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Spain. We went somewhere where everybody was gonna get off the ship and enjoy the weekend. And I'm sitting in the brig at the bottom of the ship.
Chill mode. You fighting shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, yeah, that's crazy. So when did all the because you kind of took things in a different type of turn, man. So when you got offered the boxing contract and whatnot, after you got out of the military, right? That's when you took it. So you fell in love with boxing at an early age at 10 years old. When did you know, like, that you was like really, really good at that shit? Like, when did you know?
I'm in my house one day.
Mm-hmm.
This is when we still live in New York.
Right.
And I've been in several fights because now my name was Johnny McClain.
Right.
I was skinny to death. I had a huge, beautiful afro, like the Jacksons used to have.
Right.
And all the kids in the neighborhood used to call me Joanna. Girls used to want to braid my hair. So I was pretty good, and they ain't like it.
Right.
So they used to call me Joanna. But I used to talk so much junk back to them, and then I used to beat them up. So one day, I hear somebody on TV, and I've been seeing this dude beating people up. And then I hear him patting his afro, talk about I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat. I'm a bad man.
Right.
And I look on TV and I see Muhammad Ali.
Right.
And he's patting his afro, and he's beating people up. And I said, that's me.
Wow.
That's what made me want to box.
Wow. That's heavy right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy right there, Doc. That's serious, man. For those who don't know who we're talking to YAHYA MCCLAIN, 2-time boxing champion of the world, big time boxer promoter, pro boxer, trainer, actor, director, writer, and going to get into the other extra stuff in a few more minutes. So, as we sit up and talk about the Ali's, man, who was it that took you under their wing, and just kind of showed you the way as far as getting ready for like that type of world competition and stuff that you was able to be a part of in boxing?
Roger Mayweather was my mentor.
Wow.
Roger Mayweather was my guru. Roger Mayweather was my trainer, my friend, my brother. Roger Mayweather, man. If anything Roger said, I believe and I did. Roger, the Black Mamba, the original
Yeah, man. For those who don't know who that is, I mean, the last name should say something.
If they don't know who that is, then they don't know shit about boxing.
They don't know shit about boxing. Bruh, that's crazy, dog. That is absolutely crazy, man. Dealing with the Mayweather family, deeply rooted. Shout out to the Mayweathers, man, all day long. So, out of all the fights you had, because you had some battles, man. I mean, you went after it hard. So, who would you say was like your hardest fight out of all your career?
Well, it depends. Like, okay, so mentally or physically?
Mentally.
Was Carlos.
Mm.
Like first fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lost to Carlos in the amateurs, and we used to have street fights with them all the time. And we jumped him one time, and we was holding him in the full Nelson and taking turns killing him and couldn't hurt him.
Wow.
And he shot my brother in the back.
Wow.
And then one day I'm in the gym and they talking about he needed an opponent. And I was like, yo, sign me up. I want that fight. So I broke my hand 2 weeks before the fight, my right hand.
Mm-hmm.
And Roger Mayweather talked me into fighting this guy anyway. And I won. But if it wasn't Roger, I would have pulled out the fight.
Wow.
I did pull out the fight. I pulled out the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And at the press conference, Roger said something that made me get back in it. So that fight was very, very mentally challenging. But my hardest fight, of course, you can't omit the losses because obviously they were hard.
Right. Right.
but really, in boxing, man, it takes one punch.
Yeah.
And if you're blessed, you will get hit with that one punch and get knocked out, as opposed to getting beat up.
Right.
See, I've never been beat up. I got caught twice.
Mm-hmm.
Once by a guy my weight, and once by a guy in the heavyweight, 6'6", 250 pounds,
mm-hmm.
and never been fighting him in the first place.
Right.
So those fights were not hard. They were quick.
Right. Right.
But my hardest fight would have to be hands down Egerton Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
Because I won the WBC Continental title.
Right.
And check this out, considering where the state that the world is in right now today, this story right here is quite ironic. I won the WBC Continental title on Juneteenth, 1996, I think, something like that, and 1995. And I fought against a white guy named Sean, last name McClain, spelled the same way.
Wow.
There was no way I was going to lose to him on Juneteenth. There was no way.
That's crazy, dog.
You had to do it for the ancestors.
You had to do it for the ancestors, dog.
But yeah. So the bad part about boxing is that a lot of people know, man, it's very dirty and corrupt. And,
yeah.
You got to have the right people on your team.
Yes, you do.
That's my entire career. Well, not my entire career, but the majority of my career.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point in my life, I had one of the first people ever in boxing. And 28 days later, he made me defend my title against Egerton Marcus. Let me tell you what Egerton Marcus is. Mm-hmm. Egerton Marcus is a bronze medalist from the Olympics. He's from Ghana, but he lives in Canada. He was sparred Lennox Lewis all the time. He knocks everybody out. he hit like a mule. And 28 days after I won that title, they had me fighting this dude again. Had me fighting to defend my title.
Wow.
So, yeah, exactly. 28 days later. You can look on my record and see it.
Yeah.
And so So in the first round, man, this was on Tuesday night fight. It was like considered. It was in the runnings for Fighter of the Year that year.
Mm-hmm.
And in the first round, he dropped me, and I laid out like a Jesus piece. And then when I heard the referee say 8, I said 8. I was 28 days ago. I got up. And when I got up, I ran around the ring for about 2-3 rounds, on my jab once in a while, staying away from him. And then around the 4th, 5th round, I started touching him a little bit. Around the 6th, 7th round, it was back neutral. It was back neutral. Then around the 8th round, I caught him with a right hand, phased him, stumbled, and then around the 9th round, I dropped him, but they didn't call it a knockdown; they called it a slip.
Right.
And in the 10th round, I dropped him. In the 11th round, we both threw right hands at the same time, and both of us it was like in slow motion, and we both bent over backwards, like we was trying to play how low can you go? Can you go how low? But he went all the way to the floor. and no, actually, he didn't go down that time.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of us went down, but we bent over so far. And when I came back up, he was still messed up.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I got him now.
Wow.
Ran over, and then the 12th round, more of the same. And then he made it the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And then they called the decision. Now, mind you, he is trained by the Duva, managed by the Duvas, promoted by the Duvas, and the Duvas promoted this show.
Right.
So they say, the winner, they call the card.
Mm-hmm.
Majority draw. They called the fight a draw.
Yeah, it was split.
And when they called the fight a draw, he collapsed and he left the arena on a stretcher.
Wow.
And I think he said it was dehydration, but whatever it was, he left the arena on a stretcher, and I walked out the arena with my belt still, but I beat that man. I beat that man. That fight was not a draw, and there was no way that a champion loses the title like that.
Right.
But, man planned, but God laughed, because God's the best of planners.
Oh, man, I'm trying to tell you now, boys. Man, we just dropped the love nugget right now early in the game of the show, boy. Y'all, hey, we're talking to my man, YAHYA MCCLAIN, 2-time boxing champion of the world. Now, when you won the championship now, what was the feeling like winning not just one, but 2 world titles?
Well, let me say, so remember how earlier I said, majority of my career, I never had the business on my side.
Right.
Ever. But there was a point in my career when I feel like I signed a contract with the promoter,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like he had my best interest. And he's passed now, so I don't want to talk bad about him.
Right.
But, CJ3, he was a great promoter. Promoted very big, huge fights.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a rotator cuff operation. And after my rotator cuff operation, I was out for 2 years. And I finally repented.
Mm-hmm.
And CJ3 brought me to South Africa to fight. CJ3 in South Africa. And he brought me to South Africa to fight a South African. a big following over there. His name's Peter Smith. And this was my first fight in 2 years. So, I don't know if he brought me over there to lose or if he genuinely wanted me to win. But all I know is it was during Ramadan. So while we were here in the States, I was fasting. But once we left, you know, when you travel, you don't have to fast as a Muslim.
Right.
And I was able to eat. But it was during the month of Ramadan, and alhamdulillah, went over there and knocked that boy out the first time.
Wow.
And let me tell you, if you look at the tape, you see me, I dropped straight down on my knees, and I said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Man, I was so happy, man, because since I was a little kid, man, 10 years old, I always saw myself becoming a world champion. And there has been many a days where my brothers would go to parties, or they might go be out swimming, playing sports, playing football, whatever, doing all these different things. And I couldn't do it because I had a fight coming up.
Right.
And I had to be disciplined. And there was many a days, man, I mean, I sacrificed a lot. And I always tell people that in order to be a champion, you have to have a little bit of selfishness in you. You have to. It just is too demanding of a sport to not do it.
Right.
And man, so that was just a dream come true, man. And it was just something, man. It was beautiful. And to be in Africa.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. To be in Africa. The crazy thing was, man, you know, so back then I never played golf. But I used to be up every morning running on the golf course, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I see all these people out there on the golf course. And I used to be like, man, these people crazy as hell sitting up this morning to come out here and play some golf. Now, I can't wait to get up.
Can't wait to get your ass to go play some golf. That's good stuff, dog. Boy, you stupid. You crazy, man. So you definitely would if nothing else, a respected Muslim man in the movement. So how long have you practiced Muslim or been a Muslim?
In 1992, I took my shahada.
Okay. Now, even with everything with the boxing world that comes with the boxing world, the entertainment world, even before and after, listen, I'm sure I'm well aware, I've been around you. At the same time, I already know a whole lot of women, a whole lot of stuff just comes at boxers. Athletes, period, professional athletes, just a lot comes at them. I'm sure you had plenty in your day. But
oh man, absolutely. I mean, you know, I think that I don't think it had nothing to do with boxing. I think
truth, tell the truth about it. That's my dog right now. Oh, Dave.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people look at Muslims and expect us to be perfect because we're Muslim.
Right.
And we're human first, and we all have flaws. And not to excuse any of the things that I've done in my past, but it's a journey. And I feel that where I am now is the best person, the best Muslim that I have been in my entire life. And so a lot of the things that I did, I can't say I regret, because it helped me to get to where I am now.
Right.
But when you look back in hindsight, man, you know, you just gotta appreciate it. For instance, the other day, on the 15th, I turned 53.
Yes, happy belated birthday, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of reflecting, man. And I've been thanking God so much, man, because I have been so blessed. And I'm not talking about with money. I'm talking about everything in my life. Like you were talking about with women and girls and money and cars. And
Yeah.
celebrities, and all that kind of stuff. That stuff right there, yes, that's all blessing.
Mm-hmm.
But I've escaped so much harm, and I've done so much wrong, and have gotten away with it. Well, we all got to deal with it on this day.
On that day, yeah.
Now, so now it appears that I've gotten away with it. And
Right.
God will forgive me.
Right.
Man, I'm telling you, man, to be here, man, that's why my book is called Hands Still.
Mm.
Because, it's twofold. Of course, boxing, we're a winner.
And still, right.
But after all the dirt that I've done, all the street fights and shootouts I've been in, all the chaos that I've caused, and I'm still here.
Yeah, dog. Still here, dog. Absolutely. Absolutely. And happy to have you here too, dog. Talking to my main man, YAHYA MCCLAIN, two-time world champion. And amongst other things, brother. So you had speaking of, the Muslim and the women and everything, you had a public and polarizing relationship slash marriage that had the world set on fire when you were dating, married to the great female boxer and known legend, Miss Laila Ali.
Yes, sir.
And this is how a lot of people, honestly, this is how a lot of people even know who you are. Outside of the fact that you're a two-time champ, don't even know nothing about your boxing career. A lot of people just know that you that you was just married to Laila Ali. Now, tell the world, everybody wants to know, but just how did that connection happen? Like, how did all that come about?
Because I used to have parties at my house in L.A.
Uh-huh.
And her sister Hannah came to one of the parties or so, and me and Hannah was cool. She may have come to a couple of them, I don't remember. But at one particular party, it was a Guy Tori and Hannah, and yeah, Guy Tori, my boy Delane. There was a couple of us over there, and she invited us to her father's 57th birthday party that was happening in Vegas.
Okay.
And I was like, she was like, you want to go? Hey, you guys want to come to my dad's 57th birthday? I said, yeah. I said, hell yeah. So we went to Vegas and we went to the party. And I saw, we went up to Muhammad's room. And I saw Laila in the room. And that's when I met her. That's when I asked Hannah, who's that? And she asked my sister. And I was like, oh, I ain't know you had a sister like that. Whatever, And and that was it. That was it. From there, basically, I can't give it all to you because it's in the book.
Absolutely. Hey, for those who don't know, you gotta go check the book. We're gonna get to the book, I promise you. But y'all gotta go here and watch the book if you're trying to get that kind of insight. All that good stuff. So you already know what time it is. So you get where you date her and all that good stuff. So what made her want to get into boxing?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you this part of it. So the night that I met her, I had no, not the night I met her. I met her the next morning. The night before I met her, I had my daughter and my nephew with me, and we went to some local fights in Vegas, and I had some friends fight. So I went into the locker room, and they were introducing Laila, saying that she was going to be having a fight.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't hear any of that. I didn't know anything about her boxing or anything.
Okay.
And then once I met her, and we started hanging out, she was talking about, yeah, she's going to have a pro debut in 30 days. And I was like, what? So we're hanging out. She wasn't doing the things you're supposed to do to be fighting. And I was still fighting. And we trained at the same gym, but I was training in the daytime. She was training in the evening because she was a nail technician in the daytime.
Okay.
And she had her own nail salon. So I never saw her train or nothing. And then, maybe like 2 weeks out or something, I was like, so I was thinking it was a joke. I was like, yo, so what's up? You getting ready for that fight? She was like, yeah. I was like, what? So, long story short, I went to the gym and saw what she was doing and was like, yeah, nah. And then, I talked her into listening to me, and we canceled it. And I said, if you can't fight right now. You don't know how to. You're not ready to fight. You're not ready to go out there and represent the Ali name to the world. I said, I was a fan of your father's before you were born.
Right.
So there's no way I could be a part of. I could sit here and watch this happen. I'm gonna do everything in my power to stop it. So,
right.
She and I, we have been hanging out and everything now. So she trusts me and she listened to me, and it was about a year or so that I took over her career, started training her along with Dub Huntley, and and that's what we did. I put it off until she was ready. And once I knew she was ready, nobody could stop her.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So you practically spearheaded her career. I mean, you pretty much
absolutely
took it off.
Because what I went through in my career, I didn't want her to go through, and because of what her father went through in his career, I didn't want her to go through that either. So therefore, I wouldn't align her with certain promoters. That's why I promoted her. I said, look, I've been doing this all my life. I've been boxing all my life. I've been promoting concerts all my life. I said, ain't no need for me to sign her with no other promoter. I know what they're going to do. The same thing I'm going to do. And therefore, that's what I did. I promoted her career.
Wow.
No need for me to sign her with somebody else. And once, I was the main trainer, and then once I got too busy with the promotion and the management or whatever, I went and got my guru, Roger Mayweather.
Oh, man. And put Roger to the test on things.
Man, yes, sir.
That's what it is, dog. Now, in her career, she promoted by far one of the largest female women bouts in history. And
highest grossing gate in history, the highest pay-per-view numbers in history, the most unappreciated, and they took us for granted, and they didn't think it was going to happen.
Right.
I spoke with several of the big promoters on this, and everyone said, they'll do about 10, 15,000 buys. They won't even do 20,000 buys on pay-per-view. We did 125,000 buys on pay-per-view. That was the first time a woman's bout was ever the main event on a pay-per-view card, and those were some unheard of numbers back then at that time.
Absolutely. And I'm talking about, we did Ali and Frazier versus Ali. Man, I'm talking about absolutely crazy. Absolutely.
Hold it. No. It was not Frazier versus Ali. It was Ali versus Frazier.
Ali versus Frazier.
It was called Ali Frazier 4, The Daughters.
Right.
It was 31 years since that first fight.
Wow.
Since their last fight or something like that. Yeah, I can't remember all my stats now.
Right.
Yeah, it was like that. 30 years or 31 years to that, around that same time in that month. And, but that wasn't the first time we did some unheard of numbers. I had her on ESPN, and that was the first time a female was the main event on ESPN.
I remember that.
So, I'm going to go and get right to it. A lot of people be doing a lot of this talking about Clarissa Shields. And Clarissa Shields, the greatest woman of all time. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and just put it like this. What she's done, no male has done from America.
Right.
That is to win 2 gold medals. So I give her all the props in the world for that. I give her all the props in the world for coming and getting all those belts. But let me just tell you like this. Laila and I have not spoken to each other since we left the divorce courtroom. So I have no bias when I say this. Laila Ali will beat the brakes off Clarissa Shields. And I would love to see it happen.
Hey, I'm making matches happen right here on the feature. Are y'all paying attention to this? Hey, and I'm a huge fan of both of them, dog. I swear to goodness, if Layla ever decide to get back in the ring and make that fight happen, yeah, that's gonna be something serious, bruh.
Now, let me tell you, Layla throws too many punches. She hit too hard. She got a boxing IQ. I mean, man, look, Clarissa Shields.
Oh man.
She don't have nothing to. She don't have no power.
Yeah, I hit it from by far one of the best to ever do it, man. 2-time boxing champion of the world. My man, YAHYA MCCLAIN. Yeah, you off the chain, dog. So you married Layla Ali and all that good stuff, which means you also marry the family as well. So tell us, man, just speak to us because your father-in-law was the late, great Muhammad Ali, bruh. The greatest of all time. Bruh, and not only that, bruh, you see him on television, and this is what sparks your career.
Yes, sir.
You know, so all of a sudden you're married to his daughter and he's your father-in-law. Like, tell me and just all my listeners, like, what was that like having him there as a father figure, a father-in-law, and just what he was like off camera, man?
He was a great, great man and funny as hell. Ali was funny as a mother, man, but a great, great man.
Wow.
I mean, a great man. You know, he came to the grand opening of my boxing gym in Vegas, and I mean, stayed and shook all the kids' hands, kissed the babies, kissed the kids, kissed the mamas.
Right.
Yeah, man, he's just a great, great dude, man.
Man, that's
Great, great dude, man. Like, you know, I did. Let me tell you, man. I did book reports when I was in school about Muhammad Ali. So I used to do book reports with Martin Luther King and a couple other people. But then I did a book report on Muhammad Ali, and from there on, the whole while I was in grade school, maybe junior high school, whatever, they tell me to do a book report. I say, okay. After school, I'll stay after school or go home somewhere, and I'll write the book report in about 20 minutes. The
whole book report on Muhammad Ali.
On Muhammad Ali.
That's crazy, dog.
He was 12 years old. Somebody stole his bike. He went to the gym because he was going to learn how to fight. He was going to whoop him. The white man, the police officer, told him, well, if you're going to whoop him, you're going to have to learn how to fight. That's how he started
That's
fighting.
how he started fighting. Wow, bruh. That's crazy. That's absolutely, man. Boy, full fruition just happens and takes over your life, dog, and just bring things to you. You know what I'm saying? You put stuff out in the universe, man. Stuff come back at you, boy. That's real.
Yeah.
That is real, my brother, for real, man. So, is there anything that you can share, man, that he may have said to you or that has stuck with you still since to this day?
Yeah, there's a bunch of things he said. Well, I can tell you one thing. Okay, when we were engaged, okay, no, not engaged. We were living together.
Okay.
We were talking about getting married already. But no one knew about it. One day, I get a phone call. I answer the phone, and I see his number. I'm like, "Salam alaikum. What's up, Bob?" He said, "Wa alaikum assalam." Man, I said, "What's up?" Man, you over there. You got to make that thing right. I said, "What you talking about, champ?" Man, you living with my daughter in sin. You Muslim. Muslim. You got to make that thing right in the eyes of Allah. You got to marry that woman. And I was floored that Muhammad Ali was calling me and telling me to marry his daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, we had already been planning on it.
Yeah.
Here, Muhammad Ali called me and tell me that.
Yeah. That's gangster right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I just got chills just hearing that story, bro. Like, for real. You kind of sound like him just a few minutes ago. Yeah, that's real, dog. So you have, so you marry her and all that good stuff. You get that insight from the greatest man, and all of a sudden you have a very public divorce that reaches national attention. All the nosy folks, especially folks on my show, and the people that's just been have seen and heard about it, just don't know. But of course, everybody wants to know. They've always want to ask, and I mean, you hear, so and you probably got to go to the book. But what happened?
What happened to men that get divorced?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I can respect that question. Normally I get, man, how you left that up? and I tell people all the time, and this answers your question as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing bad to say about Laila. I feel that we were growing in different directions as couples do.
Mm-hmm.
And we just didn't gel anymore. And it just wasn't working. And I feel, I don't care, because when I met Laila, she wasn't rich. Like I said, she was doing nails.
Right.
So I wasn't with her for money or fame or any of that. I was with her because at that time, she made me happy, I made her happy. It was good.
Right.
And when it's no longer, because you got to remember, Laila is one of 5 of my wives. Because I don't got no stick around just to stick around because you somebody.
Right.
I don't got that in me. I have to be happy. Life is too short. I don't want to be stressed out. And I just felt like, I just need to be happy. So there was no need for me to stay in something that I wasn't happy. She was no longer happy. So that was it. Now, like I said, she was one of 5. I'm married now. Laila and I were married for 5 years. I'm married now, going on 7 years. So, I'm happy. I'm almost there, so I'm happy right now.
We'll just leave it at happy. You want to know more? Go get the book and steal the memoirography of YAHYA MCCLAIN. $13.99 paperback on Amazon, and it has been reached at a 4.8 out of 5 stars. Listen, if y'all want more about the information that he's dropping tonight and that y'all are getting on my show, go get my boy YAHYA MCCLAIN's book and steal.
And I can tell you this, a big part of why I got divorced from a lot of these women probably had something to do with chapter 13. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. Chapter 13 no longer exists.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you. Man, I'm trying to tell you that. Man, we're going to keep rolling along. So, bruh, you found a love in filmmaking, bruh. So you started your films and stuff, and you've been doing movies and all this stuff, man. So how long have you been making films?
Since 2010 or 2009, I helped fund one in like 05, 04.
Mm-hmm.
My own was like 2009 or 2010 was my first one.
Okay. Now, how many movies have you directed thus far?
directed, produced, starred in Cigar. That was my first film. Cigar stands, and Cigar is an acronym. It stands for Corruption, Intellect, Greed, and Robbery. And I did that before I went to film school. I just did that because I wanted to make a movie.
Right.
I knew that I could. So I did it.
Real talk though.
I didn't have any training. I didn't know how to do it properly, but I've been acting since like '93, so I've been on set forever. In LA, I lived out there forever. I've been in a lot of movies and TV shows, so I knew how it was supposed to go, and so I just went for mine. And I put it in the Black Film Festival, the San Diego Black Film Festival, and we got nominated. We didn't win anything. But that nomination said, you know what, Yahya? Go to school, learn how to do this the right way, man. You can do this. And paying a vet, they paid for me to go to school. So I went to the Artist Institute of Atlanta, learned how to do it the proper way, hit up, and made my next movie. My next movie was hashtag The Time Is Now. And it's sad to say, but it is extremely relevant to what's going on today. And hashtag The Time Is Now is about three guys that grew up together. They watched the Rodney King riots. They watched all that police brutality and racism going on, and they made a vow that they would never go through that again. And in their neighborhood, there was a white girl walking home from school, and she got attacked. And they tried to rape her, and then this kid saw that happening and broke it up. And the white girl thought it was the black kid that did it. And told her father, who was a white racist cop, he came out and shot the black kid. And these guys, they tortured him. They tortured the cop. They found him because he was about to get off again, and they wasn't with it. They found him, they tortured him, and made him give up the truth and all the body cam footage, and he got served.
Wow.
And so I did that film, and I put that film in the festival, and I won Best Short Film in Atlanta, I believe. Then I did another film called Comedy Camp. Comedy Camp was about overweight comedians that come to my boot camp to get in shape. I put that in the festival in New York, and I won Best Director. And then, by the time I was finishing school, is when I went through my last divorce and started realizing the downfalls, the downside of being a man with a child going through divorce in America. And I quickly learned how the system works. And therefore, I made a documentary. And for the last 3 or 4 years, I've been traveling the country shooting this documentary. And I did the documentary called Casualties of War, Warriors Against the Regime, of parental alienation and corruption in the family law court system. And I put it in the film festival in Harlem, the Hip Hop Film Festival in Harlem, and won Best Social Justice Film. And I had it up on Amazon for a minute, but I took it down because I'm in talks with some other people right now, with some good people about some distribution. So, that's what I'm working on right now.
Man, that's big, man. That's big. Talking to my main man, YAHYA MCCLAIN, 2-time boxing champion, pro promoter, man, boxing trainer, realtor, director, author, writer, actor. Man, speaking of realtor, bro, you got real estate under your belt too.
Yes, sir. I mean, while you're doing all these other things, you gotta have something.
You gotta have something, nigga. You know what I mean?
You got to have something to pay the bills. My wife 15 years younger than me. She ain't going for it.
You know what I mean? You gotta make that thing that happen. So, bro, how long you been doing real estate?
for the past 3 years.
Okay, awesome, man. My man calls himself the house champ.
Dabbling in it. I brought so home.
Right. I mean, but more so now. I mean, you're making it.
The last 3 years, really.
Yeah, man. Y'all doing this thing, man.
I've been with Keller Williams since January 1.
Okay, bet, man. That's what's up. And for those who are looking by way of YouTube or on looking at the actual show, like I'm promoting you right now, bruh. So yes, that's his actual contact number. That'll go to him if y'all looking for a house in the Atlanta area or wherever. Hey, my boy YAHYA MCCLAIN can make that happen for you, dog. So
Well, I gotta give him the proper introduction. So I'm a 2-time world champion boxer. I'm an ex-Marine, and I've taken my discipline and my winning ways into the real estate world. I formed my company. It's called the House Champ LLC. I am the House Champ. I have my title, and I can't wait to help you get yours.
hey, did y'all hear the spiel? Did you hear the pitch? Listen, doc. I got my boy on here selling himself right here on the show. The feature, this is what we do, man. That's what it's all about, y'all. Talking to my man, YAHYA MCCLAIN today, dog. So, absolute.
The House Champ at KW.com.
The House Champ at KW. You hear right here, man. My man, yeah. Now you got the Absolute Boxing Gym. Now, I know about one in Vegas and in Atlanta, man. So, how long y'all had both of them?
No, I don't have either of those anymore.
Oh, man. So the boxing gym in Atlanta, you got rid of that one?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Did I mention I went to a ugly divorce?
You did.
Oh, okay.
You did. You did. So but as far as I mean, because that's how I, grew my connection with you through Absolute Boxing, and I, used to be one of your regulars. So as far as with business and everything, but just tell us the mindset that you had behind it as far as putting it together and what was it for and what was the purposes behind it and how you, really utilized the Absolute Boxing name for promotion and all that stuff. Like, just how it all come about.
Boxing is going to always be in my DNA.
Right.
Always going to be a part of my life. I may not have a gym now, but I will have another one soon, inshallah. But, I started this gym, because, of course, Laila, and we wanted to have a private gym for her.
Mm-hmm.
But, I also wanted to give back because when I started boxing, I went to somebody's gym that had kid programs and used to take us on trips and pay for everything and, take us out of town, drive us and put us in hotels and feed us. And, you know what I mean? So I wanted to give back. So I started the Absolute Awareness Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
That was to fight obesity. In the youth.
Man, that's what's up.
Obesity and bullies. I'm sorry. Fight obesity and bullies.
Yeah.
And so, and we were to teach them how to fight obesity and bullies through boxing and education.
Gotcha.
And so we had tutors, and it was really popular in Vegas. But then when I got back to Atlanta, I wanted to open up the gym to keep it going because Absolute Boxing was the company that promoted all my fights. I mean, all of Laila's fights was that was my company.
Right.
And so it was my brand. So I rocked with it for a while, but things happened, and I just had to shake the spot for a minute. Like I said, I went to an ugly one, the last one. So
yeah, totally understand, man. I get it, but brother, trust me, I do. I definitely do. Absolutely, man. So, bro, tell the folks how they can find you, follow you, man, because this has been absolutely fun all day long, man. Tell the folks how they can get in touch with you, reach out to you, and find you, follow you on your handles and all that good stuff on your social media.
Hey, man, look, my thing has always been this. I have never been afraid to say what I want to say. So I have no problem telling somebody, don't call me again. So I give my phone number to the world. 404-423-7114.
Y'all hear it? Y'all catching it live right here. Right here, my man.
If you want to email, again, you can hit me at thehousemchamp@kw.com. That's for real estate. For any other business, hit me at YAH Filmworks. YAH Filmworks. FILMWORKS
Y'all heard it first, man. My man, YAHYA MCCLAIN. Y'all, this been flood, boy.
One thing we didn't tell them, maybe I didn't tell you.
What?
Need the whole world to know. I am a ring announcer.
Oh, yeah. That was coming up next. I was putting that with the absolute boxing. But
okay, my bad.
Yeah.
My place.
Yeah, I was putting that with the absolute boxer. He does ring announcements. So how long you been doing the ring announcement? Cause you promote your own shows, and when you was promoting Laila's shows, or even the shows that you did after her, like you was doing some ring announcement then.
No. I just started doing the ring announcement.
Oh, so you just started. So you just mainly was just promoting the whole time.
Yeah, I was just grabbing the mic.
Yeah, I'm about to say you just grabbing the mic acting ass. All right, cool. It's your show. You can do whatever you want.
But now, I'm serious about it.
All right, that's what's up.
I really enjoy it, and I've been practicing my Spanish, so, luchando for the de la vida azul. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
Hey, okay, you hear my dog. We getting it in right here tonight. So you been learning all this. That's what's up, bro.
I think every ring announcer has their own little brand.
Right.
And so mine is, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stop the chitter chatter and get ready for what matters. It's time.
Hey. Get my folks ready for the fight. I hope y'all folks ready to get this thing on, man, because he's setting it up right now. Because I'm finna get into my little battle that I get into with all of my guests, man, and even my listeners. It's a part of my show that I call Would You Rather? And this is where I ask you a series of questions, man, just to kind of see, would you rather this or would you rather that? And you can elaborate however you go. So, are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it in, big dog. First one. If you had the chance.
Wait a minute. We didn't catch that.
Absolutely. I guess. Well, you don't have worse one, dog. Oh, my God. Boy, you stupid, bro. Hey, you crazy as hell. So, if you had the chance to choose the weight classes in this, right? Would you rather fight Mike Tyson in his prime or fight Mike Tyson at the state he's in now, which is still in pretty good damn shape?
Would I rather fight Mike Tyson in his prime and Mike Tyson now?
Right.
So I got to do one or the other.
Got to do one or the other.
I mean, you got to look at it like this. Quite naturally, you want to say you want to fight Mike Tyson now.
Right.
If I fight Mike Tyson now, that also means I'm in the state that I'm in. Mike Tyson 54, I'm 53. How much respect I have for Mike Tyson. When I first came home from the Marine Corps, I'm gonna answer the question, but let me just say what happened. Why this is such a hard question for me. When I first came home from the Marine Corps back in '87, Mike Tyson was training in the gym that I came up in, the Golden Ball Gym in Las Vegas, Nevada. And that's where he was training. He had like 10, 12 sparring partners lined up every day. And he was paying them like $1,000 a day for sparring. And he was breaking ribs, breaking jaws, sending them out of there. And they asked me if I wanted to spar. And like I said, I just came home from the military. I didn't have a dime. I was 19 years old, 20 years old. I didn't have a dime. And I told them, nope. So, here I am, 30 years later.
Right.
So you ask me that same question. So if I gotta do one or the other, I'm gonna try the old mic. I'm gonna try the old mic.
The old mic. I got you. I
I'm
got
pretty good at talking. I'm gonna talk my way out of it. Hey man.
Oh boy.
My name ain't Roy. Roy Jones. You got more heart than me.
Got more heart than you right now. I'm trying to tell you, boy. Hey, that's crazy.
That thing has always been life after boxing, brother, and that's why I'm able to run my mouth so good and I can real talk.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot, man.
I already know.
Get back to your would you rather.
I already know, bro. You understand. Now, would you rather be hit with the left jab by Pacquiao or a right hook by Mayweather?
Oh man, I'll be take a left jab any day. Any day. I mean, really, both of them to a little age don't really hurt. I mean, I ain't knocking them.
Right.
I mean, if them little dudes hurt me, it's a real problem.
Oh man! All right.
They hit you with a hook. They hit you with a hook. You know, hook. Yeah, I take Pacquiao jab any day over that hook.
Yeah. That's that brother's hook is serious. Would you rather knock out President Trump or knock out COVID-19?
Hold on. Say it again. Hold on. Knock out President Trump or knock out COVID?
Yeah.
I would rather knock out COVID.
All right.
I would rather knock out COVID because I think that's all part of his plan. You knock out COVID, you get rid of him anyway.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, here we go. Would you rather make movies with you in them or make more movies with you out of them, without you in them?
Now, you have heard how much I've been up here running my mouth. How many things I've done in life. You think, for one thing, if I have the opportunity and it serves a good purpose and it's going to be done tastefully, that I would not put myself in my own movie. Oh, I was going to get some shots.
That's my dog.
Man, I love acting, man.
Yeah.
Of the arts, man, and I would definitely, you know, I would, if I'm directing it, I would play a small role.
Okay.
You know, because I want to focus on directing and making sure that I got out of everything that I'm supposed to get out of the role of the other characters, as well as what the writer, if I didn't write it, what the writer was trying to convey on screen. So I would definitely, you know, that would be my focus. But if they had a little short role that I felt I could do, yeah, absolutely.
That's what's up, man. Now, let me ask you this one. So, would you rather had made it work with Laila or just leave things the way that they are?
Man, look. Didn't let me say I've been married going on. And let me tell you, my wife is 5'1". Our daddy is Cuban and Puerto Rican.
You got a baby.
Our mama is from Barbados, and she's from New York. And you're trying to get me killed.
Not at all, my brother. Not at all.
But to answer the question, absolutely not. I'm so glad that I am where I am today, because if I wasn't where I am today, I would not be with my wife now.
Absolutely.
And my wife, shout out to my My wife is my rock. She is my everything. She is my dog, my best friend. I love you, baby.
There it is. There it is. Now, would you rather, last one, defend your titles now and be at your prime, or let your legacy speak for itself?
Yeah, let me tell you something, man. I talk about this, man. Like, man, these fighters today, they have it so good.
Yeah.
And to be able to get on your phone and just go on Instagram and be like, yo, Chump, why you ducking me?
Right. Right.
I couldn't even, when I was fighting, I didn't even have video to be able to see who the dude was.
Right. I'm about to say, y'all didn't even have film like that back in the day.
Like in the 90s, man. So, to be able to be, and man, look, man, I would, man, let me tell you, I would be that. I would be a social media dude, but I would still be dead serious about my career.
Oh, yeah.
But, man, you know, I didn't have access to them cats like they do now, man. Them chumps was hard to fight. You see, back then, if you didn't have the business on your side, your voice wasn't heard.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your voice wasn't heard. You didn't get TV. You didn't have no promoter. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, I would definitely do exactly what these young cats are doing. Going on there, calling suckers out. But I will say this. You cannot go on there, call somebody out, ask them for a certain amount of money. When they come to the table with the money, you be a coward and don't take the fight.
Can't do that shit.
Larry Russell Jr. I'm just saying.
Man, what's your advice for them young cats out there, man? People, men or women, man, who are trying to get into this boxing game, whether they're trying to be a promoter, whether they're trying to be a fighter, just somebody who are trying to just follow in the footsteps that you've already laid out, man. What advice do you have for those listeners that are just taking heed and hearing everything from you tonight, bro?
My advice, anyone who wants to approach the sport of boxing, is to respect the game. If you don't respect the game won't respect you. Respect the game and treat it as a real business. Just like, you know, what I hate about boxing is that anybody can just walk in there and say they want to box.
Right.
Anybody can basically almost say they want to train fighters. And that's why you got so many fighters out there that be getting hurt, looking crazy. But I really want people to respect the game. Just like you do anything else. Study your craft. Learn what you need to do to become the best and do it. Don't just go doing it because you can.
Man.
And that's with anything. You know, with anything. Like I said, I made my film and it was all right. But if I wanted to get better, I went to school. I went to school at like 40. Like 42, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just went to school again, real estate school. You know what I mean? Like, you have to put in the time, learn what's necessary in order for you to be successful. Don't just, you know, take the shortcut or, you know, especially some fighters. Now, them fighters, they just want to jump in the ring and be like, yeah, I'm a fighter.
Right.
And boy, you know, you done heard it 1,000 times. You play basketball, you play football, you play hockey. You don't play boxing.
Hey, boy, I learned it from the best. Learned it from you my first day. Boy, hey, that's coming later on in my true stories part of my show. Oh no, bruh. Hey man, this has been fun as hell, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I love you, man. I respect you. I thank you for all that you've done. I appreciate you, man, for allowing me in your life and being a part of mine, bruh. And at the same time, man, just allowing me to uh, go through your life with you tonight, man, and just share it with the world, bruh. It has been entertaining, but yet it's been enlightening and enriching, my brother. And I appreciate all that you do, man. And I appreciate your friendship, my brother.
Hey, man, listen, man. The same to you, brother. Like I said before, I appreciate you even having me on here. And I just want to say one thing to all your listeners. You know, anyone that has known me from the past. If I've ever done anything to offend you, I truly apologize. And I want you to know that chapter 13 of my book had a lot to do with a lot of decisions I made back then. So please forgive me and allow us to move on forward in this world, being better people and making this world a better place.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Y'all hear right here from my boy YAHYA MCCLAIN, dropping knowledge, giving y'all some love nuggets, man. Two-time world boxing champion, world-class boxing promoter, world-class boxing trainer and pro boxer, film director, writer, author, actor, realtor, and host. You got your host of your podcast. Tell the folks about your podcast right quick.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So Tuesday Night Fight Talk. The legends come to talk boxing. And it's a great show where I bring on all the legendary fighters, and then we get on the show and we talk just like we talking right now, boxer to boxer, champion to champion, and we tell some of the stories that you probably would never have heard because you know me, I'm gonna get down to it, and we get to talk to it, like who is your rival that the world didn't know about,
Right.
who was your rival in the gym. Who was that dude in the gym that you ain't want to see? Hope he got sick that day when you was sparring.
Right. Right.
But it's just a great show, man, and you hear straight from the legends' mouth. I'm talking about Riddick Bowe, Michael Nunn, Tommy Hearn, Winky Wright, Antonio Tarver, Roy Jones, Montel Griffin, Zaire Rahim. This show, man, all the legendary fighters gonna be on there. Mustafa Muhammad's coming up soon. I just did Hakeem Rahman.
Oh man, you got that list, boy.
Yeah, man, it's a great show, man, and it's not like a stuffy, uncomfortable interview because it's boxer to boxer.
Right.
And so it's a great show, man.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Y'all go tune into that show.
And that's on Tuesday. But right now we're in between seasons. So the next season will be starting soon. But the name of the show is Tuesday Night Fight Talk. And that's on YouTube. You go to my channel and see all the shows that I just talked about on Tuesday Night Fight Talk on YouTube. And the book that we keep talking about is my book. It's called And Still. And it's on Amazon Prime.
Man, go
to Amazon Prime and get the book.
Go get the book And Still, the memoirography of YAHYA MCCLAIN. I love you, my brother. Hold it down. Tell the family I said hello. Ain't trying to end that. Everything's all good. Just know it's all love. And bro, I'm gonna see you when I get to the A, man, at some point.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate it, man. I love you too, bro.
All right, fam. Be easy, baby. We'll talk soon.
Hey, keep your hands up, stay on your feet.
I know. Yes, sir. I'm with you, baby. I'm down. All right, boy. I'll holler at you, folks. What? My man, YAHYA MCCLAIN. Man, listen. Whoo, boy. Hey, I tried to tell y'all. We get the exclusive stuff here. Forget the good shit. Forget the good stuff, man. Listen, y'all folks want to be on my show. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Please hit me up. Email me at thefeatured.cj3@gmail.com. Damn, man. Go follow me, like me. Go subscribe right now. If y'all ain't subscribed to my channel right now, y'all gonna keep missing out on some good conversations now. I'm trying to tell you, trying to told you now. Get it in now. Y'all trying to get it in early with y'all. Nobody want to listen. Follow me at The Feature with CJ3. Good night. Oh, man. I'm on every night, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Go subscribe to the channels now. If y'all have not subscribed to my channels, y'all are missing out. Please go listen and download on all major podcasts and outlets or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And donate and support the cause. Please go donate and support the cause of what we doing, what we got going on. Send your monies and donations to our Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal at paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or on Anchor at anchor.fm/The Featured with CJ3. Please go listen and download and watch the replays of our past Feature Fridays guests. There's a nugget of love in each conversation. And if you're trying to be sponsored, if you're trying to advertise, or if you're trying to be on the feature, please advertise with us, man. Right here on the feature, man. Send your money to our Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports. Get heard, get promoted, get on. Tonight's show is sponsored by Right Touch Sports and Entertainment Incorporated. Under the umbrella of Right Touch Sports Agency and Entertainment lies Right Touch Management, Right Touch Music Group, and Right Touch Productions. Tonight's show is also sponsored by the Grammy Award-winning production and recording label 12th and Collins Entertainment, alongside multi-platinum and Grammy Award-winning music producers Kanan Lamb and Big D Baker. This tonight's show is also sponsored by Perfect Touch Massage. Distance socially, massage locally. With certified massage therapist Tasha Coate. Make your appointment today at 850-354-8533. Man, I don't know if y'all been checking this show out, man, but this shit has been great. Awesome conversation already. The show's already been great. I can't wait to get into it more because it's time for the boys' featured song of the night. So hella excited about this one because this young lady who I'm about to play tonight, her song has been getting a lot of attention. Y'all may not even realize and recognize where this song come from or who this chick is. Trust me, she is a Nigerian hip hop artist, but has made her name across the world known. She is a African descent, beautiful, gorgeous black child, and she has a song so hot right now that it's in commercials right now. Y'all probably don't even recognize where it's from, but we for the jam to this shit because this is my new for the night, man. I can't wait. But this is my girl Sample the Great, Final Form.
The lace lady, travel with grace, baby. I can't afford to cover the course, of course, baby. Settle that one in court, cause judging by the basics, y'all already couple double step up in the matrix. Shit is basic, patch credentials, but understand your favorite rapper, peep my low potential. I'm out of shame, being passive, trying to fit the circle, cause I don't know how to act shit. I play over steady insecure, don't try to backflip, just because the seasoning and flow's already action. Only 4 years, fantastic, young veteran. You classic. Now knock the walls off. Fuck the whole key, we gon' hitch the whole door off. I'm still 18, never forget it. It's life after death. Roll the credits. Credit my nigga, take a trip to CJ3. Modest spirit with the paper back to Zion. Destination Africa, the new America. I hope I earn this 1 minute at this. I put my hand in it, got my leg, I run me with it. Bone on my bone, flesh on my flesh. Greatness in me, you can't make me feel less. Let's go, I'm not impressed. Best mode, I'm a different like an empress. Wait state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Wait state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Wait state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Wait state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Black power. Black power. Black power. Black power. Last name Timbo, first name Eve. Somebody ate the food they told her wait to never eat. I'm dripping, DNA seeds like I'm born way. I be mad 2G's. Third war with that first war I dated. No mentor on my heroes assassinated. We been here, we incarnated. Tryna finish what they started and we made it. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Black power. Black power. Black power. Black power. I hate to say my feelings for you to see.
Next Friday, man. My next feature Friday's guest is none other than the pastor of Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church in Tallahassee, Florida. My spiritual leader, my spiritual father, my pastor. I'm the deacon. I'm a deacon of his flock at his church. Grew up in this church. He's also an actor. He's been in a movie or two. About to get it in with my pastor, man, Reverend Stanley L. Walker Sr. This Friday coming up, September 25th, right here on the feature. Huge deal, celebrity pastor, well beloved here in the state, let alone well beloved here in this city of Tallahassee. And yeah, man, can't wait to get this conversation off and going. This week coming up, man, next Feature Friday guest, man, right here on the feature, Reverend Stanley L. Walker. Right here, man, on the feature. Tabernacle Stand Up. I need all y'all members to be on the show, man. Go subscribe to the feature on YouTube. And after, before Reverend Walker, we'll have the lovely Tasha Cole, a special featured edition on Wednesday, September 23rd. That same week, we'll have Tasha Cole, celebrity massage therapist and CEO of Perfect Touch Massage. She's also a mental health advocate, a strong African American businesswoman. Listen, you hear her story, hear where she's coming from. Get your uh, subscriptions for her, or not subscriptions, register for her appointment. How about you do that for her awesome hands so she can go to work on you and get your body right? Because, man, if y'all don't know nothing about massage therapy, if you need a massage right now, Tasha Cole is the way to go. So, yes, we'll be having that conversation with her on Wednesday, September 23rd. And right after her and Reverend Walker, we will have the following week, that following Wednesday, September 30th. Jaquez Green, man, college football icon, University of Florida legend, NFL veteran, national champion. Listen, we will get into this conversation with this brother, man, Jaquez Green, on Wednesday, September 30th, right here on the feature. And also want to keep y'all abreast, man. October, we got to let y'all know what's coming up next month. October's Feature Fridays guest coming up on October 9th. Talking to a fighter tonight, man. We're talking to another one on the 9th. Tavoris Cloud, the former IBF light heavyweight champion of the world. Right here on my show. Getting ready for his upcoming bout, which we'll be talking about. Giving me the exclusive for this fight. Nobody is getting it but me. So, yeah, y'all might want to be here for that conversation October 9th, right here on the feature with your boy CJ3. And going into the latter part of the year. Mark your calendars, everybody, for all these, but definitely for this one. December 4th, exclusively right on YouTube and Twitch, man. College football icon, national champion, NFL veteran, NFL first round draft pick, and man, just the Florida State legend, man. The one and only Mr. Peter Ward will be right here on the feature, chopping it up with your boy, yours truly, right here on the show, man. I can't wait for this conversation. It's my brother, childhood idol, man. Listen, it's going down, Doc. You already know what time it is. It's happening right here on the feature. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but it's happening right here. Mark your calendars. Man, I hope y'all have had an awesome time getting to know my boy YAHYA MCCLAIN. He's a real one. I love that brother, man. I always have. Because now it's time for one of them CJ3s. True stories. And I know y'all been waiting for this one, man. How this tie even happened. So, this is the part of my show, ladies and gentlemen, where I tell a true story of my life that ties to the topic of my show or the guest of the show. And tonight, none other than YAHYA MCCLAIN. So I got to give y'all the true story. It kind of goes in a couple of ways, but it's like this. Now, I myself, no, I'm not a boxer. I didn't box professionally, nothing like that. But before I became a sports agent in the football world, I was an agent and a manager in the boxing world. I actually managed fighters. This was my first real action or my first real taste of being an agent before I really got into football. This really kind of helped me learn how to navigate and facilitate my business of what I do now with Right Touch Sports. I actually owned still kind of own. I just haven't touched it in a long time, but it's Right Touch Boxing. I had Right Touch Boxing management, Right Touch Boxing promotions, like Right Touch. Even if y'all see the Right Touch Boxing out there on Facebook, there's actually an account that got hacked. Somebody got my account and still rocking it like it's me. But long story short, you can look up Right Touch Boxing right now and you'll see my logo and all that good stuff. But somebody hacked my account and they're acting as if they're me. Long story short, but anyway, so I shout out to this dude that name I'm about to drop. I got hooked up in the game with boxing and promoting and just learning about fighters and stuff like that. Really, I was always into boxing, but I learned the business side of it from a real hustler by a brother by the name of Alex Beadle. Now, Alex, my dude, I love him to death. Shout out to Alex Beadle. Lucretia, if you're watching this, just have to put that out there. Now, I hooked Alex and my cousin up. Long story, Alex a part of the family now. They got a kid and all that good stuff. But Alex was heavy into this boxing game. And Alex, I don't know if he still owns the Georgia Boxing Association or whatever, but this was his company. He owned the Georgia Boxing and MMA Association. And I was a part of this. I helped him start this business. We had a couple of promotions. I co-promoted a couple of shows and whatnot. And he got involved with YAHYA in Absolute Boxing at their gym in Atlanta. And this is how I found out and learned who y'all was. This is how I got introduced to y'all, all this stuff. So, Alex, me and him one day, we out going to different boxing gyms to let the people know about us putting this show out. We trying to find fighters in your gym if they're trying to go pro, ready to go pro. If they're already pro looking for fights, we was putting this whole thing together. And y'all, as funny and as cool and as laid back as this brother is, he in there with his cut man or one of his old other trainers, Mr. Perkins. Shout out to Mr. Perkins, who was in there that day. So uh, he was in there, y'all was in there, and y'all had all these pictures of Muhammad Ali and him and Laila and all this stuff. So I'm starstruck. I'm already fucked up because I'm like, this is like, y'all, he didn't even know. I knew about his boxing career. Like, I used to follow this brother's career. And then to know when he got married to Laila and all that stuff, like, I was a hell of a fan. Like, bro, you pimping the game right now. You don't even understand. So at the end of the day, it was that. And then he had just his boxing stuff going on. And I used to always say, I wanted to learn how to box, keep my shit fresh and tight and everything, keep my hands fast and whatnot. So I asked you, I was like, man, I don't live too far from you, bro. You mind if I come through sometimes to come do, some training and whatnot? I need to get some training. And he looked at me and said, man, you don't look like you can do too much. I said, nah, bro, I got hands, bro. I'm from Florida. He said, man, I don't mean shit. He said, but okay, if you want to come out here, that's fine. So I set it up one day that I came out there. And him and Mr. Perkins, I swear to get it, like, this was like my first time, but they laughed their asses off. And I was in there with Mr. Perkins, and I was getting my hands wrapped and whatnot. And I started, getting my stuff right, put my speed gloves on and whatnot, and I'm doing mittens with, Mr. Perkins and whatnot. And he out there in the ring, outside the ring, just watching and observing. And so I was letting, as I'm getting in there, before I really got in good with everything, I told y'all, Mr. Perkins, I was like, man, I'm an athlete, man. I do this shit all the time, man. This ain't nothing. I'm an athlete. Like, boxing ain't nothing. He was like, oh, yeah? And I was like, yeah, I mean, man, I'm a former, football player, man. I just finished playing ball and whatnot, man. I just finished my pro career playing ball. Y'all said this, and he said it earlier in the show, but this is the first time I had ever heard this. He said, that's because I was adamant, like, man, I played football, man. I did this, man. I could do sports, man. I played football. Y'all said, played, huh? He said, yeah, you can play football, and you can play basketball. You can't play boxing, bro. Get your ass killed here. And that's how I got introduced to YAHYA MCCLAIN, man. And that whole situation, our friendship grew. And yeah, man, that's how that goes. There's so many other stories, man, but trust me, that was my first introduction to YAHYA. And it made me think. And I was like, wow, yeah, it ain't no playing in boxing, is it? It's like, damn, I mean, take this more seriously. But that's my truth. I'm sticking with it, man. Y'all know how it goes. Y'all want to be on this show, please email me at thefeatured.cj3@gmail.com. Go follow us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at thefeatured with CJ3 on every single day, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Please go subscribe right now to the channels if you have not subscribed yet. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel right now if you have not done so. Also, go listen and download on all major outlets and podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And donate and support the cause, man. Please send your donations to my Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal at paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or on Anchor at anchor.fm/The Featured with CJ3. Tonight's show is brought to you tonight by Right Touch Sports and Entertainment, Right Touch Sports Agency, Right Touch Entertainment, Right Touch Management, Right Touch Music Group, and Right Touch Productions. Tonight's show is also sponsored by the Grammy Award-winning production and recording label 12th and Collins Entertainment, alongside the multi-platinum and Grammy Award-winning multi-music producers Lamb Liddy and Big D. Tonight's show is also sponsored by Perfect Touch Massage. Distance socially, massage locally. Come on in and turn your space into a spa, and she'll deliver it for you. With the certified massage therapist Tasha Cole, if you want to arrange your appointment today, call her at 850-354-8533. And tune in to my next Feature Friday guest. My next Feature Friday guest is none other than the one and only, my pastor of Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church, Reverend Stanley L. Walker, Sr. Man, I hope y'all ready, man. It's time for another week to end on us. This has been an awesome week, though, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. This has been phenomenal. Special shout out and thank you to my boy YAHYA MCCLAIN, man. Thank you for coming on the show tonight, bro. I truly, truly appreciate it, man. Much love. Shout out to all my cousin Keith for coming on Tuesday, man. Every Tuesday night. Please make sure y'all tune out this funny ass brother Keith Jackson, man. My cousin. Please make sure y'all tune into that show. Y'all would be so happy that you did, because that brother is a hoot. He is a hoot, man. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all are there, man, every night, every Tuesday night, because he'll be there, and that brother's funny as hell, man. So my cousin, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to all my topics tonight. Shout out to all my features out there, man. For all of y'all, man. Shout out to you, the customers. All my featured fans, all my folks, all my newcomers, well, welcome to the show. I hope y'all come back again. For all those folks that I hit up with them flyers and whatnot, for those who actually tuned in, I appreciate y'all, man, from the bottom of my crusty feet, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have no idea. Until we meet again, which will be hopefully next on Monday, stay smart out there. Stay clean. Stay focused. It's a lot happening out there, man. Please make sure y'all stay focused. So much happening and taking place. I just need for y'all to stay focused, man. Please realize that you only get one life in this thing, man. At the end of the day, make it the greatest as you possibly can. Speak things into existence. Hope y'all listen to my boy y'all tonight. And go subscribe. Like, I can't make this up. Please go subscribe. Go subscribe now to the feature on YouTube, on Twitch, whatever it is. Go subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Please go subscribe. Y'all got to, man, because I need y'all to go do something. And this is what it's all about. I need y'all to go subscribe to this channel, man. Because we here. And I need y'all to be on top of that thing with me. So that's how we're going to do this, man. So stay smart. Stay clean. Stay safe. Please stay safe. And stay y'all asses home. I love you. Be good. Hold it down. Yeah. Peace. I couldn't wait till the whole world recognized. So first I had to pay some dues, the journey I took. Y'all couldn't walk in my shoes, a young buck. Wild and tough until I had to. Straight from South City in my pursuit to be happy. Came up out the hood with my hair all nappy, cut it all off. No some name, nothing, my back in the streets tried to trap me. But I had to escape from my destiny to wait for me to be great. And I knew it, so was square, had to show improvement when I do it, flow was stupid. Now you loving me like Cupid, and I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. This is the past, present, and the future. C-squared, the household name, something to get used to. I'm here, yeah, 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 yeah.